welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day when trying to achieve fat loss. So I've been in a mini cut for a couple of weeks now, and let me just say that them first couple of weeks haven't been the best. My self-discipline hasn't been up there when it comes to nutrition, but also steps, cardio training, all of that. So now it's an even mini cut because I have around 6 weeks before I head off to LA. It's the Honor Active birthday event. The whole intention was to just drop a tiny bit of body fat percentage before I head to LA. It's only like 5-6 weeks away now, so it is a lot minier than I would have initially intended. Not making excuses for the previous 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I've just not been on it fully, but that stops now. So I'm using this video as one to be a little bit more accountable and just get back to it. So yeah, this is going to be a full what I eat in a day. I hope you all enjoy it. Hopefully you get some food inspo from it. I do want to say a quick disclaimer: if you're a person who feels like personally triggered when it comes to all things nutrition, calorie counting, calorie deficit, meal planning, diet planning, all of that stuff, then maybe this video isn't for you. Just hit the skip button. There'll be so many more videos on my channel that you can watch. You put yourself first. I don't want you to feel any type of way whilst watching this video. When it comes to what I eat in a day, on a day-to-day basis, as of recent, it's been really different. I've not been eating the same things every day, and I feel like that is where I slip up. As soon as I give myself a little bit more leniency when it comes to tracking foods and just eating what I want, you give me an inch, I run a mile, and before I know it, I've eaten a full packet of Oreos in the evening. Like, it's not been working for me. When I previously did my cut last year, these were the results. I ate the same things every single day, predominantly for the full 8 weeks, and I really think that helped with my self-discipline and just staying on track. So for the remainder of this mini cut, the 5-6 weeks that I have left, I am gonna try and eat the same things every day. I just think it'll be a lot more simpler. It's easy. I know exactly what to get on my food shops. I'm not having to think. I'm not having to track. Of course, I can make some small changes to meals. For example, this evening I'm planning on having a loaded jacket potato with mincemeat. I can easily switch out the carbs so that it's the equivalent same carbs in rice, or I can switch it to white potato, or I can switch the protein from mince to chicken, or from mince to turkey mince. All of that stuff. Like, there is small tweaks that I can make, but when it comes to like the basics, I'm keeping everything pretty similar. Okay, so first of all, every single morning I start my day off with my morning drinks, them being my ProMix D-Bloat. This is a pre and probiotic. I start my day off every single day with this. Sometimes I have like 2 of these a day. I don't think it's doing me any harm, but it just tastes so good as well. I drink this on an empty stomach. It has so many bacteria cultures which are just gonna help heal your gut, reduce bloating, all of that stuff. So I'll always start my day off with a sachet of that in some water, as well as my electrolytes. So let me just go ahead and make those. Oh no, just a bit short on the water there. Okay, I'm gonna mix that in there. And then I'm gonna take my zhuzh. This needs new batteries. It's not being very strong at the minute. And then the electrolyte also. Your electrolytes are to replace your salts and minerals, and it's just going to keep you hydrated throughout the day. I will drink this probably in the next hour or so, and then just keep refilling this with water as well. These water bottles are literally perfect. Perfect size, perfect to take to the gym. So they're my morning drinks, and I will drink my D-Bloat at the same time as taking my vitamins. So let me run through those as well quickly. Okay, so we have the ProMix bovine liver. This is so good for liver detoxification, which aids skin. This is the reason I mostly take this, to keep the spots at bay. These are so good for that, as well as having so many other benefits. It supports optimal hormone health, which as a female is obviously so important. So I take 6 of these. That is your daily dose. Whoa, that was way too much. Next up we have bone marrow. This is another super supplement. It aids gut healing, immunity, but also bone health, all sorts of things like that. Again, the recommended dose is 6 tablets, so let me just grab those. And then finally, the perfect trio. We have iron, vitamin D3, K2, and then also B12. As a female, these are perfect to take. I have personally been anemic in the past, deficient in iron and B12 and vitamin D. So keeping these topped up just keeps my energy levels up there. It just keeps everything great. And for these, you just take 1 of each. They're my morning supplements, so I'll have my D-bloat now and get that down with all of my vitamins. Does anyone else really struggle to take vitamins? It's like my throat is closing in on itself. I always drink first, then put the tablets in, but everyone's been telling me that's wrong. But the reason I do that is because I don't want to taste the tablet on my tongue, if that makes sense, but I'm trying to get my head around it, but it creeps me out. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Last 2. Okay, that's my morning vits down. Now on to my first meal. For my breakfast today, I'm going to be having 2 fried eggs on sourdough bread, specifically 100 grams of sourdough bread. I know weighing out foods can seem so meticulous and tedious and just a pain in the ass. Clients ask me all the time whether weighing out your food is absolutely necessary. I personally think so, because if not, how are you supposed to know whether you're eating 200 calories, 100 calories, 50 calories? And if you're overeating at all for each meal, then you're overeating for the day. And then when it comes to your check-in, or whenever you then weigh yourself again and you think the scale weight hasn't shifted, yeah, I've been doing everything on point, you may have not been, because the food might have been over. So I personally just weigh out everything so that there's no confusion and no issues when it comes to knowing what I'm eating exactly. So I'm going to cut myself off 2 pieces of sourdough now, and then weigh out that. This bread, by the way, from M&S, the sourdough, impeccable. Never had a sourdough like it. Right, let me just pop on my scales. This is rock solid. Okay, so that was 40 grams, so I can have a bit of a bigger piece now. And that was 58 grams, so I'll call that about 100 grams. I am going to wait and then I'll pop them in the toaster once I've started frying off my eggs. I'm going to put in the smallest amount of olive oil just so the eggs don't stick. Whilst that pan's heating up, I'm going to pop my sourdough in the toaster. I'm not really good at frying eggs, to be honest. Jacob's a lot better. Usually I'll get him to do this part for me. I cracked both my yolks. How is that even possible? Oh well. My sourdough is now out of the toaster, and I'm just gonna pop both my eggs on top. That is my eggs on sourdough. I'm gonna pop some salt and pepper on and also some low sugar ketchup. I just can't have eggs without ketchup. I don't know what it is. And that, guys, is my breakfast. I'm gonna eat this, finish a YouTube video that I was just watching, and then we'll get ready for the gym. Meal one, down. I left some pieces of crust because although that sourdough is so tasty, delicious, the crust on the outside is rock solid. And fun fact, the first time I had it, I actually chipped one of my composite bonding caps. So I try to be as careful as possible when eating. I try and bite it with the back teeth, but yeah, it's just a bit scary. So I've left some crust, but not a lot. I just need to finish this. De-bloat down. Not made a start on my electrolyte yet. Plan now is to head to the gym. However, I'm going to let that food settle because I don't want to be training on like a full tummy. I want that to digest a little bit. So for the next 30 minutes to an hour, I'm going to continue watching my YouTube whilst doing a little bit of editing, and then I'll be back to make my pre-workout. I'm using that meal, like my breakfast meal, as my pre-workout meal, so I'm not going to have another snack before going to the gym. There's no need, I've had some carbs there, but I will have like a post-workout meal, which you will see when we get back. But yeah, I'm going to start editing, let that food digest, and I'll be back with you for my pre-workout. It's a little while later. We're in gym fit. I'm wearing the unified full romper in minky, and then the jacket's new. I'm not giving you any info on that just yet. Pre-workout time. So I am gonna go for my fave, which is the strawberry lemon pre-workout. I definitely need a pre today. I am lagging currently right now. So I have some water just here. Pre is Pro Mix, Courtney H for 10% off if you was wondering. Oh my gosh, making a mess. What you do is you just mix 2 scoops with water. Grab my zhuzh. That will do. And drink. Good. Right guys, let's head to the gym. I actually don't think I'm going to do a training session. I think I'm going to do steps and cardio. So currently steps are at 10k still. Cardio, on the other hand, is at 45 minutes. It's a literal task. I'm not joking. I was speaking to somebody about it, I can't remember who, last week, but being on a cut, like a strict cut where you're taking shit serious, it's like a full-time job. You've got to cook your meals, eat your meals on time, hit all your macros and whatever. Then you've got to do your steps. 1,000 steps for me takes around 10 minutes. So that's 100 minutes of walking at some point during the day. So that's over an hour and a half of walking. Then your cardio, which is currently 45 minutes a day. Then your workout session. Do you know what I mean? There's no more hours. Which is why I have to be good and get up at 6 AM from this point forward. That's another thing I'm really shit at. I'm not a morning person. I'm not going to say 6. I'm going to say from tomorrow until we go away, I'm going to get up at 7 and do at least half my steps and half my cardio fasted first thing in the morning, just to get it out of the way, because then by the time it gets to 9, I've only got to do my workout and then some steps in the evening. That's it. This is why failure to prepare equals preparing to fail, because you have to be strict with yourself, you have to be disciplined with yourself, which I know is a big ask and is difficult. Like, I naturally am not a self-disciplined person. Some people are, some people aren't. Me, on the other hand, for the most part, I am not. But I'm going to stop telling myself I'm not, because I am. Because watch, the next 6 weeks, she's going to be a lean bean. Anyways, let's go to the gym. We're back, guys. I couldn't film in there. The gym was way too busy. I did take my camera with the intention to film, but there was just too many people. All I did was my 45 minutes of cardio, because my lower back on my left side does feel a little bit tender, so I was going to do some movements, but left those out for today. I'll train tomorrow. It should be fine by tomorrow. Now, I need my post-workout meal, which is gonna be, let me take this off because I'm hot. So for post-workout, I am having a protein shake from ProMix. I'm gonna go with the, well, they're not in there actually, are they anymore? They're in here. Move your bums, move your bums. Why are you under my feet? I'm gonna have the protein powder, grass-fed whey ice-letting raw chocolate. It's so tasty. And then with it, I'm gonna pop some frozen cherries as well. Only a few. And the base of it is gonna be semi-skimmed milk. It could be water, but I just prefer my shakes with milk. Like I said, this flavour as well is so nice. I think out of all the flavours so far, my favourite is the chocolate and peanut butter one, because that is tasty. And then a few cherries. Whoa, that was not a few. So there's my shake, and then alongside my shake, I'm gonna have a packet of salt and vinegar Snack Jacks. I love these. And that is my post-workout meal. I'll be back in a little bit for my lunch. It's a little while later. Me and Jacob have just been watching the Olympics, gymnastics and golf, particular men's vault. I absolutely love watching gymnastics. Lunch. So I've made myself some tuna mayo. I've also popped in there tomato and red onion and some cucumber. My lunch, this lunch is my take on the Joe and the Juice tuna cardo, but with no avocado because we've not got any in. But it's fine because I want to have some cheese instead of avocado, so we're all good. I have it on the sandwich fins. You can get the Warby's ones, these are the Aldi ones. I'm going to have one, and I'm going to make Jacob 2, and I'm going to have on there pesto, just like the Joe and the Juice one, and some cheese. So I'm going to make those now. These a little bit. I don't know whether to grill them so that the cheese melts a tad. Should I do that? Can I be bothered? Can I be bothered? What is burning down there? Yeah, I'll grill them. that's going to be our lunch. I will see you for the next meal.
Yeah.
Tea is served, guys. Courtesy of Jacob.
Me. You.
For the most part, you cook my dinners, don't you?
All the time. For all the part.
Tell them what I'm having.
You have got 300 grams sweet potato, 150 grams chicken, pretty much like half pepper, probably about 40 grams of mushroom, about 40 grams of onion.
And you've cooked in some oils and pesto, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Delish.
And 10 grams of butter.
Perfect. Tea is served. That is my dinner, guys.
Delicious.
As you saw, he just cooked that now. It's getting quite late, so I'll come back when I'm having my final meal, which is going to be, well, you'll see.
Our final meal.
My final meal.
Ours.
You'll see what it'll be when I'm eating it. Last meal of the day before we finish this episode of One Tree Hill. Clean the kitchen and go to bed because I've got to get up at 6:30 a.m. Final meal, 100 grams Greek yogurt, 100 grams of berries, 10 grams of dark choc and some honey. And that was the last and final meal of the evening. And now we're gonna watch One Tree Hill, aren't we, Bobs? What do you rate One Tree? We're on season 1, episode 16. What do you rate it so far? Truthfully.
I get invested into series, but all in all, I'd say like 7.5, 8. Right, guys. That will be a wrap on today's video.
That is it from me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said earlier, I hope you got some meal inspo. And let me know if you want me to do like a more in-depth like sit down talking video in regard to everything I'm doing when it comes to cutting, with my steps, cardio, training. I need to do a full week of workouts as well.
Yep.
I mentioned Jacob is doing all of my gym sessions at the minute as well, so I'm sure you can be involved in the vid.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. Please,
Cut the mess in the kitchen.
Please, like and subscribe
Down below.
down below.
And I'll see you all next time. No, you gotta do this. And I'll see you all next time. Mwah. No. Ready? Please. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Please, like and subscribe.
Ready to go again?
What?
3, 2, 1. Please.
Come on.
3, 2, 1. Please.
What are you doing?
Please. Like and subscribe.
Down below. Bye, guys.
No, see you all next time.
See you all next time.